Hey there, Happy Grove students, Mr. F here. As you know, we've been experiencing some exceptionally bad weather as of late, and because of this, we've had numerous school cancellations. So instead of adding days onto the end of the school year, we've developed a series of online lessons for you guys to take to be able to make up some of that lost time. Now, as I look outside my window right now, the snow is still coming down rapidly. I've just finished shoveling my driveway, as maybe your parents have just had you do. And now I'm sitting down, and today in this video, I'm going to show you how to perform a close reading, which is something that you will need to do to complete your online lesson. Now, as I indicate online, if you have any problems whatsoever at any point in time while trying to complete this lesson, please feel free to contact me via Skype, email, or Google Chat. I'll be available from the hours of 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And if I don't respond for any reason whatsoever, like say maybe I'm back outside shoveling or, hanging up the Christmas lights or whatever snow day festive thing that I might be doing, I promise within minutes I will respond to your message. There is no question too big, too small. I'll answer them all. So whether it's you're having trouble attaching something to an email or you're having trouble finding the spell check feature of Google Docs, whatever your problem is, I'll be more than happy to help. Now I'm going to grab a cup of tea and warm up just a little bit. And when I get back, I will show you how to perform a very basic close reading. Hey, Happy Grove students. Ignore my paper towel tripod holder. It's the best Mr. F could do on a short notice. So what we're doing here is what I'm going to have you guys do is perform a close reading of Ray Bradbury's short story, Last Night of the World. I want you to print this out, and then basically what you'll do is you'll end up turning this in to me on Monday. If for some reason you don't have access to a printer, it's not the end of the world, contact me and I'll provide you with an alternative way to complete this portion of the assignment. A close reading is a thoughtful, critical analysis of a text that focuses on significant details or patterns. This is not a new skill set. We've done this before, at least in other classes, but this might be, depending on when this snow day is, the first time we're using this skill this semester. So as you read Bradbury's short story, I want you to mark it up. Highlight, underline, circle, write notes in the story's margins. Make note of anything that you find interesting or confusing or whatever. The point of this is this will help aid your understanding of the text and hopefully help you complete task 6, which is answering a series of questions that sort of show me how you comprehend author's choice. Now, believe it or not, I don't have a copy of Bradbury's short story physically on hand with me, and that's fine. So I'm going to show you basically just a real basic close reading and what I would like you to do using a short story by Jack London called To Build a Fire. I'm just going to read this first paragraph, and as I read, I'll talk out loud, I guess, To Build a Fire. Day had broken cold and gray, exceedingly cold and gray. So already I'm thinking, okay, scene. Is it winter? It's cold outside. When the man turned aside from the main Yukon Trail. Now I don't know where the Yukon Trail is, so I might want to look up. I might say where ? Because I'm curious and want to look that up later. And climbed the high earth bank where a dim and little traveled trail led eastward. Okay, eastward, that seems kind of important. Through the fat spruce timberland. It was a steep bank, and he paused for breath at the top. Now this is interesting. Okay, this is the first. This lets me know that it's man, presumably, maybe our main character. We don't know yet. Paused for breath at the top, excusing the act to himself by looking at his watch. It was 9 o'clock. I might be curious, because I'm a real curious reader. I'd say morning, ? There was no sun nor hint of sun. Okay, well, this could be, still be morning, depending on when the sun rises or whatever. Or it could be night. It makes more sense almost for it to be night. Though there was not a cloud in the sky. It was a clear day. Okay, day, so it's daytime. This is sort of establishing setting. a little bit. You know, we got the Yukon Trail. It's cold out, so possibly winter. You know, it's morning time, and yet there seemed an intangible pal. You know, okay, so that's a word I stumble over. So I'll look this up and go, what is this? Over the face of things, a subtle gloom that made the dark day. It's a dark day, which is interesting because it just said it was a clear day, but there's no sun, and that was due to the absence of sun. The fact did not worry the man. He was used to the lack of the sun, so he probably lives in this area. You know, I might make a note or something of that. This fact did not worry the man. He was used to the lack of sun. It had been days since he had seen the sun, and he knew that a few more days must pass before that cheerful orb due south would just peep above the skyline and dip immediately from view. The man flung a look back along the way he had come, the Yukon, blah, blah, blah. And so, as you read Bradbury's story, I want you to write questions. I want you to write details. You know, you can use a colored pen. You can use a highlighter. I just prefer a black pen. You know, for whatever reason, when I read, I always have a pen in my hand. And that's it, Happy Grove students. I've got my holiday fleece on, and I'm trying to stay warm. That's all I require of you for the purpose of this assignment and this close reading. If you have any problems whatsoever, like I said at the beginning, please feel free to contact me. If you've made it this far, you're almost done. The hard part is getting things set up and getting in the mindset to do schoolwork on a weekend. And try and have a little fun with this. And when you're finished, go outside and while there's still a little bit of daylight out there, you know, maybe try having a snowball fight. Try building a snowman. Do something for yourself and relax a little bit because you know what? Pretty soon it's going to be Monday and you'll be back to school again. In the meantime, so long. Catch you guys down the road.